NBA 2K24 is currently sitting as the second worst rated game on Steam of all time. Yes, you heard that right. PC players hate NBA 2K24 almost as much as they hate Overwatch 2, and even more so than Gollum, and there's a valid reason behind that. So a little bit of background on me, I grew up loving 2K. I played the game for several years. In fact, it was one of my very first trips into content creating, but luckily we've come a long way since then. And so has 2K. As the years have gone by, the game has progressed, some for the better, most for the worse. It really is just sad to see a game I've loved for so many years fall to greed and changes the gameplay that nobody asked for. Not even mentioning the extreme lengths that microtransactions have gone to within the game, but more on that later. But that just barely scratches the surface as to why PC players are so angry with the game this year. For the third year now, the PC version of NBA 2K is the last generation version of the game on PC. That's right, the same version that players are playing on PS4 and Xbox One, consoles that came out 10 years ago are playing on. That also means that it's been 3 years for 2K to figure out the PC version, and to work out how to get that next gen version, or the one that's on Xbox Series X and the PS5, onto PC. So right now, PC players are basically playing a glorified roster update of last year's game, hence the frustration. The only reason at this point why they haven't made the PC version next gen? Laziness. The developers of the game are incompetent, and that is really hard to see as a longtime fan of the franchise because the core bones of the game are fantastic. MyCAREER used to be one of the greatest play as a pro modes in any sports game. My League is arguably the best franchise management mode in any sports game out there, and MyTEAM has become disgusting. Speaking of which, it turns out now that not only can you buy VC, you can buy MyTEAM points. Well, what? How does that make sense? The only reason to do this is to separate VC from MyCAREER and MyTEAM points from MyTEAM so that you can have the potential to spend even more money on the game itself by separating the two currencies. That's not even to mention the sheer amount of pay to win or pay to play there is in the game itself. I say pay to play because not only do you have to pay the $70 launch price of the game, you better be ready to spend an extra $50 minimum on a build for your MyCAREER player to maybe get a chance to hop on a court with other players in the park or the city if you're next gen. Because if you didn't, no one will play with your 60 overall player, and I can't say I blame any of the players in the game not doing that. So have fun grinding for unspeakable hours to level up and get your overall up. But I digress. Each year more and more people are making the switch from console onto PC for a number of different reasons. But a lot of these people are expecting the same quality, if not better, from their PC games. Why else would you spend 2 times the price of a PS5 on a PC? The argument used to be, why buy a PC to play sports games? But that has become more and more relevant with the migration of players onto PC and the rise of cross-platform play. If other next-gen games have figured out how to implement cross-platform, why can't 2K? Though the microtransactions in the game itself have fallen off over the last couple of years, to prevent people from playing the superior version of the game on systems that can easily scale higher than next-gen consoles is just unacceptable. This just goes to show how incompetent all of the developers and upper management at 2K have become. This is a joint blame if you ask me. And really, I just have no other words to say besides how disappointed I am to see a game I've played for years become so incomprehensibly bad. I don't blame other PC players for feeling this way. Just this year we're getting the next gen versions of Madden and FIFA on PC, so why not 2K? I mean, you know it's bad when EA is starting to do something good for once. But all you can really do is vote with your wallet and skip out on this year's game. That's what I'm doing. Don't let the peer pressure get to you this year. I mean, think of all the other great games that have come out this year that you should spend your money on instead. We had Hogwarts Legacy, Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate, Starfield, Gollum. Just play anything else and I'm sure your mental health and wallet will feel so much better than if you played 2K. If you guys enjoyed the video or are just as frustrated as me about the situation as a whole, feel free to take your anger out on those like and subscribe buttons. I try to look at the positive and negative sides of any situation, but there isn't much positive to come out of this except for maybe saving a few people $70. But until the next video, I will catch you guys all later.